Who do we have on each team? Looks like Team Red has Chudzy. We also got Demors. We got Duratan Boy coming back as a Maga or Christia and a Wrecker. We got Frost DK. Wow, okay. We got us Apocrypha. I keep messing up your name. Still playing that Unholy. We got ourselves La, Evan Prox, Pricey. Are you playing? Wait, that's the guy that played the Affliction playstyle as a Destruction. Wait a second. Where's his clip? I need to show you guys this dude. Last time you played Destruction with like Affliction playstyle, he just has a bunch of proc trinkets and stuff. And he's just running around keeping a dot on everybody. La is going to be up next versus Wrecker. Does get a silence off the bat. Wrecker landing a bike into La. Barely looks like it's doing damage. And actually, the snowball doesn't bound between him and the Shadow Fiend. I'm surprised it does not. AMS out for Wrecker very early. Breath playstyle. Is that a good idea? You won't be able to use Death Strikes while that's happening. La using that, using himself. Vampiric Embrace while he's got it. In order to get a little bit of healing from Wrecker. And that's going to be maybe a Shadow. Maybe a Disperse early. Wrecker tried to get an interrupt onto Lot. Looks like it did get juked out. We gotta go for mind control on the Death Knight. Walk him as far as possible, expecting a death grip right after. So it's gonna be a Mindseer actually. This is playing some Mindseer build, some Mindseer one-shot playstyle for La, maybe like a proc Mindseer playstyle. Could be good. Wrecker trying to get some more damage onto La. That's gonna be a bit of a greater fade for La as he got a kick out of Wrecker a little bit early. It's gonna be mind control right after. Gonna be very DR'd though. Just have a spin in circles. Probably should keep him away from that Remorseless Winter. That's gonna be Siphon getting eliminated immediately. Wrecker does land a stone to lot. It's gonna be a bit of a chance fusion. Getting those dash strikes back to back. Trying to make a play here. And La, does he have anything here left? Does he have any more of a setup? Silence on the Wrecker. That's gonna be Shadowmans to follow. But does he have anything more? He's able to get some damage on the Wrecker, but Wrecker, being a Death Knight, man, Death Strikes are huge. And La is going down the hill little by little. He might have to be a little bit careful here. Might have to disperse this at one point or another. That's going to be Ligeborn for Wrecker. Another massive defensive. Try to see if he can get a juke out, a kick out of Wrecker. And there goes a disperse. Wrecker won't be able to catch up. So La finally gets to disengage for just a second. At least gives himself a little bit of moment of re-heal. At least one Shadowman gets cast. And a Siphon comes out. Does he eliminate that Siphon? He does eliminate it. He gets an auto attack on it. And it looks like La is trying to get some kind of a kick out of Wrecker. He keeps using Shadow Spell, but like for a second, and it stops. Maybe to see if Wrecker has a kick or not. That's going to be another bite going in at Lies. He gets himself Void Form up and running. Shadowmans are trying to come out with a silence on Wrecker. He actually can't stop him for the moment. Into a stun to follow. Does have a trigger for it. I don't know if La can finish him off. AMS to follow La. Trying to get a cast off into Wrecker. He just stops in place. What? Is he DC'd? I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. But he's lagging? I think he's lagging really bad. I think Wrecker's trying to fight through the lag, but he's lagging really bad. But it looks like executes are coming out for La. That's unfortunate. Because I was wondering, like, sometimes he just kind of stops in place for a second, but I was like, is he just trolling or is he just... Yeah. Poor boy. Poor boy. Well, hopefully who's up next is going to have a little bit less of a lag experience. Chudzy, though, a monk having to go up against La. Does let a stone on the Monkus with a micro to follow, getting interrupted on that. La has Disperse coming back up. No! He gets interrupted on Shadow and the Disperse. Down he goes. And Bryce is up next to the Destro. Trying to see if he can get a fear rolling onto Chudzy. This to get some cooldowns rolling too as well. Casbolt trying to come out off of that second BCC. Does get to trinket out of it. And that could be a gateway for Price. He does take the gateway immediately. Going to be a port for Chudzy though. Fear coming out. Finally gets a Fear. That's going to be Casbolt to follow. Karma for Chudzy immediately. So Price is going to hit a horror effect and try to see if he can kite the guy for a little bit. Does have the succubus to get some slows onto Chudzy, but that's about all he's got. Leg sweep to follow. Price to trick us out of it immediately. Drop it down the Infernal with a Cataclysm right after it. Chudzy going to go behind the pillar. He's just going to go for Revivifies and just shield back there as best as possible. Pricey If he's still playing the proc-based playstyle of destruction, he might be able to get quite a bit of damage to Chudzy without even touching him. Chudzy trying to fight through the Infernal, trying to get some kicks. It's going to be Ring right now, trying to land a few around the corner. Maybe one Succubus CC. Nope. Does get himself a bunch of heals, though. Vilifies are available. Needs to get an Immolate back up on the Chudzy, though. That's going to be Rain of Fire behind. Chudzy is still just melting behind the pillar the whole time. Pricey just been able to melt the guy, trying to get an Immolate. He's trying to get across. Crucible to follow, and Pricey taking him out as he tries to make a bail for it. Didn't even Chaos Bolt the guy while the Infernal was on him. He just died to the procs. And next up is going to be Christia. Yo, Pricey, my man. Is he actually going to show us? Wait, he's lagging too? Am I the one lagging at this point? At that point, I got to ask myself, am I lagging? Am I lagging? Music is back up. I think you just see it from me. Now, I definitely cannot commentate what just happened. I can definitely not commentate what just happened. That was too fast. But it looks like Pricey is winning and Christy is losing. That's about all I can tell you. Oh my god, that was weird. That was really weird. But that's going to be a horror effect. Christy taking quite a bit of prog damage from a distance. And a Crucible to follow right after still has that Immolate rolling. That was a Dragon Ball Z fight. Yeah, that was some Dragon Ball Z moment. Maybe I can somehow find a way to slow it down post-production and commentate what the fuck happened. But that's... I might try it. I might try it. And that's going to be Pricey back in. Does get himself a little bit of a heal. Needs to get another Immolate onto Christia, but looks like he's dominating this duel. Christia isn't that good. Christia doesn't have Bubble Bop. Not going to help him. Shield of Venus might be able to sustain him for a little bit. Actually choosing to go kill the Succubus. Wow, that's all he's really got going on. I guess it's Affliction. Oh, this is what looks like an Affliction Warlock, but it's a Destro Warlock with procs for days. And look at him procking, man. He has little like abilities flying at Christia. A little bit of dots, a little bit of procs, does get a Crucible or something looking like a Crucible around the corner. Yeah, he's getting those Azeroth spikes and the Cataclysm around the corner. That's going to be a dedicated dot onto Christia, so those procs is still going to happen. Christia, I think he's out of options. Am I lagging again? Is this happening again? I think I'm lagging again. Yep, looks like I'm lagging again, boys. Hello? Because the stream is still up and running. What do we got? We got ourselves team red. Oh no, red. Those are red. I was gonna do red. I think it was one team, but it's the other. DVGS on team red with Catchkin in the back. We got Pricey here as well. We got Ragna, and we also got Repties. We got Reptiles. We also got Big Papa Pap on team blue as a Fury Warrior. We got D Morris playing the Destruction as a Warlock. We got Loopy Hunter playing Survival. We got ourselves Valzy as Red and Will as more of that Fury Warrior. Good luck and have fun. It looks like it's going to be Warlock off with Pricey versus Demors getting Immolates on each other. Both of them are running Succubus. You would think they'll both swap pets by this point. That's going to be Fel Hunter coming out for Demors. Probably a good idea. Pricey might want to do the same thing. But I don't think he realized what's going on yet, because that interrupt is going to be huge for that pet. To be able to interrupt the Chaos Bolt, oh my god, it's going to be nuts. Plus taking away every buff from Pricey. Every time you can flag, you get a buff so your Chaos Bolts are faster. You can just yoink it away from it. And Pricey just looking to just light it aside from Demors. Doesn't want him to get him over there. One thing Demors does have as a disadvantage is that Succubus is going to keep slowing you down over and over. Because that passive slow for Price is just not going to be present. He's just going to be running full speed. He's going to try to get a fear onto the pet, I think. Horror Effect coming out by Demors. Maybe he's going to go for an Infernal himself. Conflict coming out. It's going to be Reflect on the fear, which Price is going to fear himself. Dropping down Infernal. Succubus CC coming out to Demors. Does have wall right now. Horror Effect is going to keep walking in the other direction, however. And Price is going to be hit with a Mallet, but he's just living through a Mallet the whole time. Demors trying to go for a damage setup. It looks like Price actually stopped completely. So Demors is now without a wall, doesn't have a way to deal with this for a bit. Probably has a horror effect for Pricey in case Pricey goes out Hambo. But so far, these Warlocks have been pretty matched. It is going to be Succubus getting hit with a Banish for a second. So Pricey's just going to continue to stay away from Demors as best as he can. It's going to be feared by Demors. Maybe he can finally get some damage. Succubus CC coming out on Demors. He can go for a pet interrupt. It's going to be interrupt onto the Banish. Maybe Pricey can go for a Chaos damage run. A second fear coming out. Chaos Bolt finally out of Demors. Banish coming in onto the second pet. Pricey gets out of the fear. It's going to be second Chaos Bolt coming out onto Pricey yet again. More Chaos Bolts coming out, but Demors is not looking that healthy either, actually. Is not looking healthy at all. Price so far has been able to keep it a fair game, keep it as close to each other. That's going to be a reflect available for Demors right now, trying to leverage horror effect onto Demors, and Price is going to get locked out on the Casebolt. He's locked out of everything. Count Flag is going to keep him in place. Succubus CC coming out after. Price could actually go for some damage. Banish into the pet. Casebolt coming out. Demors could be going down here. Shot of Fury right after into a Cataclysm to follow. Demors actually might be going down into a Crucible, and Price does take him out. That's an interesting turn of events, not going to lie. Loopy Hunt is going to try to see if he can just nail down Price and just finish him off right now while he's got him. He got a pet over there. Breathing Trap is up. Price is going to walk into it. If Price can just go for a horror effect into a fear spam into Loopy, he might stand a chance. But he's really down on health for quite a bit. He's going to go for a bit of a gateway right now though. So gateway is going to keep him running. Should probably go for a drain life off of one of the pets at least. Is going to use Crucible as a self-heal with a stun on the other side. But Loopy does have cooldowns, but he doesn't have the line of sight to get up to Pricey Fear to follow onto the pet. So both the pet and the hunter, as he seed, does get an immolate with a conflag to follow Loopy. Hopefully looking for a harpoon. But I think Pricey just wants to outlast him the whole time. Keep a dot rolling, let the trinkets do some work from a distance. Which seems like that's exactly what happened to Demors. He just had a immolate on him the whole time. The Chark attacking him, doing quite a lot of damage. Casbolt trying to come out. Does he have an answer for it? Casbolt still does land, and Pricey taking him out. Whoa! This man is playing a very unconventional playstyle as a Demon Destruction Warlock, I gotta say. You're just keeping an immolator on enemies, keeping them far away, letting the trinkets and the procs do work. He's obviously got one of the Azeroth trades that does bit of water damage from a distance, that Shark attack. He hasn't even touched Will, and his procs are actually obliterating the game. What is going on? What is going on? Will get his own Guardian out, but Pricey just whittling him down with one immolate and plus procs off of that immo. Trying to see if he can banish the elemental. Not going to happen. He's going to be back there, able to attack the pet. He's going to be a Succubus Seduction. He's going to land another immolate with a come flag to follow. Horror effect. Maybe Casbolt finally coming out right now. Will's going to take quite a bit of damage. Reflect coming out really, really late. Still has that Succubus to attack. Is even going to pop a heal against the Succubus and kill it while he's got it. That's what Price is trying to get away from Will ASAP. Resummoning the Succubus. Will probably should be on his ball game right now. Should probably be on his toes the whole time. Pricey is going to wall this a little bit early. Fear onto Will. He's going to go for a bit of line of sight. Did not think he needed to go for a wall. I guess he's better for Will to keep attacking him. He needs to get that immolate back up and running, because that immolate on its own, I mean, he does have the pet over there. The Succubus does do damage, which is going to get the procs for all the abilities to work for. But I think that immolate will do so much more. Is going to land a Succubus Seduction on him again. Fear to follow. Chicken's out of it late, but it's going to go for I guess a trinket with a reflect into a blaze and one to Pricey. Trying to get a horror effect. Not going to happen. Oh no, horror effect finally coming out. Casbolt to follow. And Pricey, I think, killed him right before the Casbolt even connected. So far, Pricey has been actually killing everybody through procs alone. Papa Pap is up next. That's an unconventional playstyle for a Dutch Warlock. Normally we see him line up horror effect, fears, back-to-back stuns, dropping on Infernal. But this man is just letting the procs do the work. He's going to get away from Big Papa Pap, throwing down a Crucible, and then Infernal is over there. The pet is over there. He's getting those slows from the pet. He's getting those procs from the Azeroth gear. Succubus Seduction for a second, and that's going to be Reflect from Papa Pap. Not going to get a Reflected Fear, or get a Casbolt reflected back to him. And then you have the Shark attacking him from time to time. Papa Pap is just not in a good spot at all. Shadow Fury to follow, no way to interrupt it. Full stun onto the warrior, into another immolate. Is going to get a horror effect to send him running in the other direction with a Casbolt. Longest cast in the world. Does hit him with a conflag before he can charge back in. And Papa Pap is going to, again, have to go for a little bit of healing. He is burning that Warlock Hellstone. That Shark attacks him. But look, his health goes down over time. The only thing he's got, I guess a good thing he is a Fury Warrior, so at least he can Bloodthirst off of enemies. But with the slow that the pet keeps applying to him, should never be a problem, but still is going to be a bit of a nuisance. Actually goes to intro the pet, I think, on a Succubus CC. The Pricey should probably be resummoning the pet, or at least pulling it back. He's trying to do it. Trying to keep it from being executed. Probably should funnel some of the health back to it. Or get a fresh one. Conflag comes in, get an immolate right now before the charge is available. He's just going to whittle everybody down. That's a real Affliction. That's a Warlock playstyle right here, but I thought that I would see more from an Affliction Warlock, to be honest. That's a real Warlock playstyle. Just dot him, rot the enemy from a distance. Not something Destro does a lot, but this man so far has been able to get some quite value damage on it, and he's nowhere near danger. He's just staying in max range the whole time, standing behind the pillar half the time. Immolate coming out. Charge does come in for Big Papa Pap, but that's going to be a horror effect to send him running with a Shadow Fury to follow after Kesbolt. Not going to send a Kesbolt. Actually, he's going to send a second Kesbolt out. Papa Pap is going to drop down the health a little bit. War Stump to follow. Finally on top of Pricey with a Succubus Seduction right after. Pricey could go for a Fear into an Incinerate. Now probably Immolate as well. Immolate does come out, come flag to follow. That's going to be safe to trigger from Big Papa Pap. He pokes out at Kesbolts only whenever he can. Huge heal coming out for Big Papa right now as he does get himself in regeneration. Does he get a leap? He does not, but he at least has the pet to attack from afar. That's going to be his huge cooldown. Not available. Leaping on top of Pricey as he pokes out, trying to land a Cataclysm from around the corner. And Pricey's going to take finally a bit of damage. Finally, Papa gets to do a little bit of pressure to Pricey. Fear coming out. Does he have Xerxes? He does have it. He's going to get a Reflect rolling in case there's any damage coming out from Pricey. He saw his wall. That is going to be a Succubus Seduction coming in. It's going to land an Immolate to Papa Pap. Fear to follow. It doesn't have Xerxes resist him. Kesbolt still coming out. Maybe he might be able to get an interrupt onto the Warlock. That's going to be a horror effect. Him running into a Crucible right after. More procs available. Papa Pap needs to turn onto the pet and start healing off of the pet. Second Warlock health available from D Moores. But Price is still in there, man. 8 minutes in, 18% dampening. Pulled the pet back for a bit. Needs to reestablish some sort of a long-term dot onto Big Papa. Needs to get a long-term dot on the guy. The longer that out, the better. Does get the Infernal. Kesbolts are going to be flying. Could be enough Reflective Veil for Papa right now, but he still has an Infernal. Nothing he can do about it. He needs to heal through it right now while he got it. Needs to get a charge into Pricey while he can. Barely any health. Does get an intercept onto Pricey. No heals available that are big. Kesbolt to fall, and Pricey taking another one out. And Valzy's the last man standing. Is this man going to go for a 1v5 as a Destro Warlock in the weirdest playstyle ever? Destro CC is absolutely insanity. It is insane. Fears back-to-back. Succubus CC, Horror Effect, Root from a Distance, Infernal Stun, which doesn't DR with the other stun. That's going to be Valzy already taking the damage in the opener, popping off wings, and then Pricey is going to actually be able to get a lot of damage onto Valzy while he's far apart, has wings up and running, but he's still going to feed him a Kesbolt. That is full wings to think out of Valzy. That's going to be Cataclysm around the corner. That's going to become Flag to root him right afterwards. That's going to banish his Elemental right now. He's actually micromanaged that LA. Double Kesbolt into Valzy, popping a bubble, and Pricey's going to go porting from a distance. Pricey so far, when he can Kesbolt, he does it. When he can't Kesbolt, he's just gonna pop a dot. Is Valzy done? He's done. This man has given up. I'd say he's like Destro Warlocks. I can't do it. Dude, that's the weirdest 1v5 by Pricey. That is the weirdest playstyle ever. Dude, he's Proc City. He's literally Proc City from one Immolate. He's able to just take somebody down from like almost full health to half. What? Where is he? Pricey. Look, conflagrates. See, does a lot of those to slow people down. Kesbolts, concentrated flame, just throwing down a flame. Then Immolate, dot. Flame, dot. Shiver Venom, dot. He's basically an Affliction Warlock, boys. This is agony, corruption, and another dot. He's an Affliction Warlock. A couple of Kesbolts from time to time. More conflags. How does the two conflagrates?